Hey guys, this is Azralynn with a quick review of Dead by Daylight, the Halloween chapter. I originally reviewed Dead by Daylight back in June. I'll leave the link in the description below in case you missed it. In this review, I'll be talking about a couple of changes made since release, as well as the new Halloween chapter DLC that was recently added. This is the second content DLC added since launch. The previous DLC was free, but this Halloween chapter is a paid DLC. Each DLC contains a new killer, a new survivor, some perks, and a new map for Dead by Daylight. In the Halloween chapter, Michael Myers is the new killer that was added. Even if you don't buy the DLC, you still have a chance of unlocking an offering that lets you play as him. Michael Myers is crazy fun to play. He feels like a really strong hybrid of the Hillbilly and the Wraith. His activated ability is called Evil Within, and it's really fun to use and extremely effective. Evil Within ranks up as you stalk your enemies by staring at them. This also makes the survivors easier to see, which is extremely strong and it can be spammed and maybe even abused. At first rank, you have an extremely small terror range. You also have a short attack range, but you can get incredibly close to survivors without the heartbeat warning them. At the second rank, your terror range increases, but it's still smaller than the range of the other killers. Your attack range is slightly increased as well. The third rank of Evil Within only lasts for a certain length of time. You have a normal sized terror range and you do twice as much damage as usual. You're able to knock healthy survivors down with one hit, just like the Hillbilly does with his chainsaw attack. It's super awesome and he's a really fun killer to play. I'm not entirely sold on the Michael Myers perks though. They all revolve around one of the survivors who's randomly selected as your obsession target. The perks provide good stats, but I think a lot of the effectiveness is going to come down to who your obsession is and how skilled that player is. I don't know, it just seems more random to me and I would prefer having consistency. Playing as a survivor against Michael Myers is scary as hell. With his reduced terror range at the start of the games, you'll be repairing a generator and he's just standing right there less than 15 meters away from you, just staring at you, building up his Evil Within. It's extremely creepy and it freaks me right out. As his Evil Within ranks up, you'll hear the music play, and you just know that he's watching someone, and you really hope that it isn't you. The new survivor that was added in the Halloween chapter is Laurie Strode. She plays just like the other survivors, but has her own set of teachable perks. Her perks are pretty good, and they all increase her chances of survival and escaping the killer. There's one perk that relies on her being the killer's obsession, so it's completely hit or miss. I still really like Claudette's self-healing perk, but I for sure want to unlock and use at least one of Laurie's perks. The new map Haddonfield is a completely unique style compared to all the current maps. There's lots of houses and hedges and fences to run around and hide in. It's a lot easier to break line of sight while you're trying to escape, but at the same time it also makes it easier for the killer to sneak up on you since you can't always see him coming. I like the fresh map style, and I hope they add more unique maps in the future. One of my complaints at launch was not being able to play with friends, and I am so glad that they added the Survive with Friends mode a while back, allowing players to queue together as survivors. Another change that I like is the new shrine that was added. You can buy teachable perks with currency that you earn just by playing the game. It helps cut down a bit of the grind from having to completely level each character to unlock the teachable perks. While I like the teachable perks, I don't like that it's randomly spawned at different levels in the Blood Web. One thing I have noticed lately is sometimes killers are AFK running macros, and survivors disconnecting. I would really like to see some sort of reporting feature added, because while games like this you can farm a lot of blood points, they aren't that fun and they ruin the game. I still love Dead by Daylight though, and I really like some of the changes that have been made since launch. Normally, I don't buy DLC, but I've gotten a lot of enjoyment out of this game, and I wanted to support the developers and see further development of this game. It's a worthwhile DLC, and if you're a fan of the game, it's a good pickup. There's still some bugs and changes that could benefit the game overall, but it's still a lot of fun. I hope this review has helped you. If you enjoyed it, please like, subscribe, and post your feedback in the comments below. Thanks everyone, and have a wonderful day.